After a really positive response from the last Kirk Fletcher jam, I thought I'd do another one. And this is the same, it's the same kind of structure. It's a 12-bar blues, you know, incorporating some chords and some licks in between. This one's in the key of G. Let's play through the video and then we'll start breaking it down lick by lick. Right, so we're in the key of G. So we've got the 1, 4 and 5 it's G, G7, and then C9 and D9, or D7 and D9. What I'll do first, I'm going to go over some chord shapes that we will be using throughout this video, and then we'll sort of put the licks together, and then we'll break it down lick by lick, and we'll go over a couple of the licks a few times because they're quite complicated. So first of all, we've got, it first kicks off with a D7. So that's the first chord shape we come across. Then we've got a G6 that Kirk uses, and it's this voicing. So you've got first finger on the high E, that's our root, that's our G note. Then we've got our, on the high E, on the 3rd fret, sorry, and then our middle finger is grabbing the 4th fret of the G string, that's our major 3rd. Then our ring finger is grabbing our root on the D string, 5th fret, and then the pinky is going on the B string on the 5th fret, and that's the 6. So that's your G6 voicing. And then we also have a 9th voicing of the A rooted, of the A string, and we're gonna, so this would be a G9. So first finger, 2nd fret A string, middle finger, G string on the 2nd fret, ring finger is going to be D string on the 3rd, and then pinky also 3rd fret on the B. So it's this nice symmetrical shape, and that's a 9th, so that's a G9. And you can kind of position this by thinking wherever you put it, your root is next door on this low E, that would be your root. So a C9, when we go to the 4 chord, a C9 is going to be right there with our first finger, same shape, but first finger on the 7th fret. So them are the chord shapes we're going to use. The pentatonic positions are going to be box 1 and also box 3, both minor pentatonic. We're going to be adding in a couple of major notes. So box 3, BB box, locate the root, the G with your first finger on the B string, and it's this pentatonic right here. So it's just utilising them 2 boxes. So let's start from the beginning. We'll go all the way through and then I'll break it down lick by lick. Right, so lick 1. So we've got a lick right out of box 1 and then it goes to that G6 chord. So first of all, so that's the lick. We're going to be 5th fret on the G string and we're going to push that up a half step. That's taking us into our blue note. Then we're going to drop back to the 3rd fret of the G. And then straight away we're going to stack on the 5th fret, G and D string. Then back to the 3rd fret, this is our minor 3rd, remember. Then we're going to push up again on the 5th fret, half step. And then we're going to finish the lick by going 3-3 on the B string and the high E. So slowly that lick. And then it goes into that G6 chord. And he strums that a couple of times. Again, that lick slowly. Next lick. So now we're going to move into the 4 chord. So he walks up from the 5th fret with his first finger. So we go 5, 6, 7, and then he builds that 9th chord voicing off the 7th fret, which I showed you earlier, and that's our C9. So now he's on the 4 chord. Then back into box 1. You got 3, 5, so now we're major pentatonic. 3, 5 on the B, and then 3 on the high E, and then back to that 5th fret on the B. So you've got, and then he comes right up to the 15th fret and does a B.B. King style. He punches that 15th fret on the high E, which is our root, and slides back down. And to get that rake, you want to be fretting the 15th fret with either your middle finger or your ring. And then what I do is I like to mute like the D, G and B with his first finger, so you can just sound out that 15th fret and then drag that along. Then back into box 1 straight away, and we push up 6th fret high E, which is our minor third, like a little tweak. Then we go 3, 3 high E and then B, then 5th fret G string, back to the 3rd fret of the G. So you've got, and then we've also got a stack on the D to the A string on the 5th fret, and then 3rd fret we slide backwards on the A string from the 3rd to the 2nd. That's the major 3rd, and it also it's the major 3rd, and it's also helping us build that chord straight back into that G9. So now we've moved back to the 1 chord. I've done a lesson a while back, B.B. King's favourite chords, and this is very similar to that, climbing up box 1 and finishing it off by punching that chord at the end. It's handy because when we come up this lick, that first finger that slid from the 3 to the 2, that's already in the chord, so then we can just build that chord, that 9th chord. This is a really good chord shape to get under your fingers. Next lick. So I played that a couple of times. So this is a box 1, quite a fast pentatonic box 1 lick. I'm going to break this into a couple of little parts and then we'll play it again. So first of all, classic blues lick. Hammer on 3rd fret to the 4th fret on the G. That's from the minor 3rd into the major 3rd. Then straight away 3, 3 on the B and the high E. So that's like this G triad. And then when that finger, while that finger's still there, we can do a pull off. We can use our pinky from the 6th fret to the 3rd, pull off. Then we grab the 5th fret high E. This is your 9. We're just adding in a bit of major pentatonic. And then straight after that, also on the high E, hammer on pull off 3 to 5. Back to the 6th fret B. And then straight away we go 3, 3 again, high E, B. That's like the first half of this lick. Let's watch it again. So straight after that, stack again on the 3rd fret. We come into the 5th fret G string and we push up twice and cut it off. So remember that half step bend into that blue note. Then back to the 3rd fret G string. Then stack like we did earlier, 5th fret G to D. Then 3rd fret again, 1st finger G string. Push up that 5th fret again, half step. And we give that 3rd fret of the B a bit of a stab. So all together. Let's watch the lick again. And then we want to move into our C chord. So we do that same move we did before to get into the C. We go 5, 6, 7 on the A string. We're just going to use our 1st finger for this. And we hit the C9 a couple of times. Then it moves into a tasty lick, which I will go over a couple of times, in box 3. So you've got this area, you've got your BB box, which is basically what it's using, but the whole box. So that's box 3. So after we've gone up from this lick, into the C. Okay, let's watch this lick a couple of times. Okay, so really tasty lick. So it slides into the 9th fret of the G string. So we're thinking BB box. Then we're going to grab the 8th fret, that's our root, with our 1st finger on the B. Then we're going to push up the 11th fret, so we're in minor pentatonic here, a half step. Then we're going to go 8, 10 on the high E. Back to the 8th. And then do a little pull off, 9 to 8 with your 1st finger. Then back to the 11th fret B. And then we're going to do an 8, 8 on the high E and the B string. So let's split this lick up a little bit. And then we've got a big whole step bend on the 11th. And then straight away a half step. Let's watch the lick again and then finish it off. Right. So we've got up to this whole step bend, 11th fret, then to a half step, then we come back to the 8th fret on the B with our 1st finger and we go 8, then 9th fret G. And then straight away, this is a little bit awkward, we go 10th fret ring finger on the high E, Then straight away we just rock over and we do 10th fret bend, half step on the B string. And then straight after that, in the same position, same string, hammer on, pull off, first finger, third finger, 8th to 10th fret. Back over to the 9th fret G, then back to the 8, that's our root, and then 2 half step bends. So let's watch that lick one more time. That's the first part. So this is a really great lick to spend a lot of time on it if if this is proven a bit difficult, and this is really going to teach you a thing or two about playing licks in the BB box. Right, last lick. So the last thing he does then, just to finish off the jam, comes back up into box 1, and he's just going to go up the minor pentatonic, down the minor pentatonic, the BB King style lick. We're going to go 3-3 high E B, first finger. Then we're going to also do another stack on the G to the D strings on the 5th fret. So. And then first finger is going to grab the G, and we're going to hammer 3 to 4. So that's into that major third of the 1 chord, because we're wrapping this up now, so we need to clean it up with a little bit of major. And then back up that stack, 5-5 D and A strings, and then 3rd fret, first finger, and then we're going to slide in 1 to 2, also on the A string. That's our major third. We can grab the root with our pinky to finish it off, or you can play that G9 chord just to finish it off. So that big BB King lick slowly right up until the end. Or we can end it. Spend some time practicing just the licks. First of all, get the chord voicings down. Learn the structure, just a 12-bar blues structure if you're a bit new to that, and then just put the licks in the middle. If you have to spend a long time on getting some of these licks right, great, because it's only going to make you better. So please let me know if you know of any other little jams that you'd like me to look at. And please just give me your feedback in the comments, and I'll see you guys really soon for another video. Cheers.